Okay? So, yeah. So, inertia due to G. Okay? Inertia is due to gravity. Okay? Okay, strength ng spring, no? And of course, this is the distance aerodynamic center. Yeah. So this is being calculated sa papel, and of course, this is being done sa laboratory. Okay? But as I've said now, nowadays, sensor ang ginagamit. Pagka gumalaw siya, uh, paano malalaman siya kung sensor? Lalagyan na ng probe. Probe. Okay, diyan natutok yung sensor. Pag ito gumalaw, nakakalculate niya na yung oscillation or dynamic movement of the axis. Gagalaw. So dito, meron din yan. Pagka gumalaw yun, meron na naman sensor. Makikita yan ng accelerometer because accelerometer is the device that sends the dynamic movement of a certain object. Kinakalculate niya kung gaano ka ano. Kaya. Then we have what about for this is a for a body wing combination, okay? May kita mo rito, meron lang tayo rito uh, we have a elevator, okay? Elevator, left elevator and right elevator. Okay, dalawa yung elevator niya, in and out. Okay? In and out. Out and in. Okay? Ito. Those are elevator. So alam niyo naman kung paano ginagamit yung elevator, di ba? So ito yan. These are the possible movement. Okay? Then meron siya ritong spring and we have here another spring there. Okay? So you have to calculate, no? And to determine the based on the strength of the spring, no? Then you have to calculate the different forces. Okay? So yan. Pero ngayon, siyempre, hindi naman tayo nag-access sa wind tunnel, no? Saka sensor yung sa wind tunnel natin din eh. So sensor ang gagawin natin rito. Yung presentation ko is sensor, mostly accelerometer gagawin. So we have that already, no? You have that already. Nakita nyo kung paano dinidrive yan. Then what is the noise, no? So a noise is a vibration that excites the air and can be heard. Okay? Pagka may movement, may tunog. Okay? When the vibration is random, the noise is unmusical or confused. When the vibration is harmonic, the result is a tone like the produced musical instrument. Okay? So, the same ra kanina ng vibration, no? Yung noise, pagka naka-sine wave yan, okay yan. Pero pagka erratic, gano'n. So, that is already a noise. Pagka sine wave lang pala, that is a sound. Okay? Pagka malakas yung erratic niya, erratic siya, okay? So that is a noise. Okay? Causes of airplane vibration. Normal and abnormal vibration occur for several reasons. Aerodynamics, mechanical malfunctions, and external factors such as atmospheric turbulence can cause airplane vibration. All vibrations have associated frequencies and magnitude that may be readily detected or barely perceptible to the flight crew and passengers. So alam na, no? Kung palagi kang lumilipad, alam mo na yan. Kabisado mo yan kung gaano kalakas yung tunog. For some vibration, such as those associated with engine operation, the flight crew has dedicated instrumentation to measure magnitude. Other observations are detected by sight, sound, or feel and may depend on flight crew experience for analysis. Okay. This is only for the vibration and of course the sound. But of course, if you will feel it, tignan mo rin kung umiinit. Okay? Kasama yan. The temperature. Okay? Normal vibration. Siyempre, alam natin yan. Normal vibration, each airplane has a unique signature and signature of normal vibration. This is a consequence of mass distribution and structural stiffness. Okay? Ito discuss kaya structural stiffness is the capability of the structure to uh, to vibrate, no, or to be flexible without permanent deformations. Yun yung definition. Okay, wala siyang permanent deformation. That result in vibration modes at a certain frequency. With frequencies, no, kung gaano kalakas siya, kahit abnormal, no, yung movement niya. Okay, when external forces acts on the airplane, such as normal airflow over the surfaces, very low level vibration result. Typically, okay, this is perceived as background noise. More noticeable, but also normal, is the reaction of the airplane to turbulent air, in which the magnitude of the vibration may be larger and thus clearly visible and felt. Engine operation, some spool. Yung spool, yung shaft, shaft yan, shaft. Okay? May result in increased vibration because spool imbalance excites the engine and transmit this vibration to other airplane. Okay? So, we're talking about a jet engine. Okay, jet engine yan. Okay? So, meron niyang spool. Okay, this is the compressor. This is the combustion. And this is the turbine. So, may spool. Ito, this is the spool. Okay? So, this is rotating. So, this will produce a rotational motion. This rotational motion will produce a vibration. The operation of some mechanical components, such as pumps, may be associated with normal noise and vibration. Most flight crews recognize these normal events, which becomes the experience from which flight crews detect abnormal operation. Okay. So, hindi masyadong issue sa atin itong vibration kasi dinidesign na yan na talagang dadaan siya riyan, no? Unlike yung iba kasi, wala eh. Pero sa CE, sa civil engineering, meron silang vibration na sabi. May vibration sila. Pero, siyempre, anong ginawa nila? Like yung tower, no? Airport tower. Okay? Sa may air traffic controller sa ibabaw. Ito, yung design niya, alam ko, no? Meron niyang roller sa ilalim. So, in case of earthquake, gagalaw yan. Gagalaw. Okay? So, gagalaw, pero hindi siya masisira. Hindi siya magko-collapse kasi sumusunod lang siya. Parang di sa aircraft, di ba? Nakita nyo kanina yung wing sumusunod lang, di ba? Kasi kung yan lalaban, makikipaglabanan yan sa air pressure, what will happen? Mababali yan. Kaya sumusunod lang siya, di ba? Ito naman yung building, sumusunod din. Kaya mag-sway-sway lang siya para hindi. Kasi pag iyan, nakapix, no? Nakapundasyon yan, tapos gumalaw yan, babaliin niya. Babaliin. Okay? Because the forces here, itutulak niya yan, ito, lalaban to, so what will happen? Somewhere here, mapuputol yung building. Parang kanina rin, di ba? To counteract that, no, is that you put an engine, no, counterweights, para susunod lang siya. Susunod. Okay. Abnormal vibration. The most easily identified normal vibration is that which a sudden onset and may be accompanied by nodes. The vibration may be intermittent or steady with a distinct frequency, or it may be a more random buffet type. Okay, so ginamit na may random. No? When the onset of abnormal vibration can be associated with a previous action or event, the source may be obvious. However, some vibrations initially are rather subtle and require diagnostic procedure to determine the probable cause. Now, class, before nagtaka ako, meron pala tayong prelim, no? Kasi usually wala akong prelim, midterm lang, no? So before the midterm, of course, I will give you the module. This is okay naman, no? Module. But of course, you can read it if you will understand it, di ba? But of course, dito, dinidiscuss ko na kung ano siya. Okay? Abnormal vibration usually, kasi ano madaling basahin to, madaling unawain. The problem is that walang ibang background, di ba? Katulad kanina, ang haba di ba? Yung Buffett at saka Platter, no? Ang haba ng background, di ba? So ito yung Buffett, ito yung Platter. O yan, tama. Ito yan, Buffett, Platter, Buffett, Platter. Ano yung background? Di ba? Paano nagkaroon? Paano ini-eliminate? Paano nire-reduce? Okay? Yun ang wala. Di ba? Abnormal vibration usually is related to one or more of the following causes: engine rotor imbalance, okay, malfunction of mechanical equipment, and airflow disturbance acting over doors or control surfaces that are misrigged. Misrigged, no? Align. Pagka sinabi mong rig is alignment or mispaired. Yung mispaired, paired. No, yung paired, katulad ito. Pairing yan Kunyari, ito yung aircraft. Ito yung wing. Kalahati lang. Okay, ito yung harap. Ito yung pairing. Talaga yan. So, yung mispaired, syempre, something like this one, no? Hindi mo ma-smooth out yung flow ng air dito. Okay? So, flutter, aeroelastic instability, aeroelastic. Or flutter, ito, other term niya na flutter is aeroelastic instability. So, kita mo instability yan because of aeroelasticity. Aeroelasticity, of course, this speaks of the structure. Hindi naman pwede maging aeroelastic yung hangin, di ba? Aeroelastic yung wing. Very rarely causes abnormal vibration through design extensive analysis. Okay? Rarely. Bakit? Kasi nga, yan sumusunod Sumusunod lang siya. Kaya, ito pa tayo. So yan. Di ba? Through design, extensive analysis, and certification test. Okay, we have certification test ito. All configuration of commercial jet airplane are free from flutter for all design conditions within the aeroelastic stability envelope. Yan. So ito, usapang structure to This envelope extends well beyond normal permissible operating speeds and applies to normal operation as well as failures, malfunction, and adverse conditions. However, when an airplane is operated in a configuration or condition that is beyond, lumampas, no? Flutter may result within the operational envelope. Lalampas siya sa operational envelope, yan ngayon tinatawag natin na flight envelope. Yan, lalabas yan. So, yan kanina, pinakita ko nila. Pagka lumabas si Rita, the tendency is that there is a possibility of structural damage. Okay. Tingin ko lang ito, may inspection of it. Lusin ko kayo lahat. Okay. So ito So dito tayo sa flight envelope na to. Alam natin itong portion na to is stall. So what will happen if the airplane subjected to turbulence and tumaas yung load factor niya, okay? So pagkat mataas yung load factor niya, ang taas na load factor niya which is in terms of G, di ba? Pero ang bagal ng airspeed niya, yan, Kung load factor niya, narito, 2. Yung airspeed niya, 80. So what will happen? It will produce fluttering and magkakaroon niya ng air distortion. And the airplane will drop. Mag-stall yan, babagsak. Okay? So what will happen is that kung yung G mo is 2, all you have to do is to increase the airspeed dito sa 100. So pagka umabot ka ng 100, hindi yan babagsak. Okay? So yun yung problema. Dito rin sa ilalim, okay? Kapag nag-inverted flight ka, inverted flight, no? Then, ang taas ng load factor mo, ang taas, pero airspeed mo, ang baba, nasa 60 lang. So what will happen? Stall ka. Okay? So kailangan bagalan mo yung load factor mo. Ito nga yung sinasabi na dive speed, no? So, kahit taas mo yung load factor mo, bilisan mo yung airspeed mo, nasa labas ka yan. So, bagalan mo yung load factor mo, pero itaas mo yung airspeed mo, pasok ka sa flight envelope. So, dito, usapang stall lang yan. Itong portion na to, stall. Stall. So, meaning stall is losing lift. Dito ka ngayon, no? Load factor mo is 4. Okay? Airspeed mo ngayon is, of course, 160 or 170. 170. So, what happened now is that yung aircraft mo, nakaganito yung position. Okay? Then, dito ka ngayon sa labas. So, this will produce a structural damage. Kakaroon ng structural damage dito. Ito yung turbulence mo. Okay? Structural damage yung usapan riyan. Pag ikaw naman, dito ka lumipad, dive. Katulad ka din, di ba? May pinakita na ako yung diving speed. Okay, dito ka. Yung load factor mo, masyado na mataas, negatively. Okay, kasi dive ka. At saka yung airspeed mo, masyado na mabilis. Ito ngayon, structural damage ka rin riyan. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? So, dito, kailangan maintainable mo rito yung vibration at saka yung air distortion within the wing. Kasi unang mapuputol dito yung pakpak, hindi naman yung fuselage. Di mawawasan yung fuselage yan. Yung pakpak, masisira, at saka yung engine, matatanggal yan. Okay, kasi may pylon yan eh. Nakakabit sa pylon. Now, kunyari, load factor mo is 3, pero narito yung airspeed mo. So, overspeed ka, kasi ito, tawag rito, is never exceed speed. Hanggang dito ka lang. Or this is the maximum speed of the aircraft. Kaya kung bisa yung aircraft, may mga instrument yan na iba-iba. Okay, yung iba, naka-red na. So, ibig sabihin, huwag ka na umabot ron. Pag pumalo yan, naka-red. Okay. So, hindi pa pwede yun. So, pag narinan ka, structural damage yan. Structural damage. Why? Kunyari, ito ka. Okay. Ang bilis ng airspeed mo eh. So, ang bilis. Okay. So, what will happen na yung dynamic pressure mo, ang lakas. Now, kung malakas yung dynamic pressure mo, yung turbulence nito, mabilis rin. Pag mabilis yung turbulence mo ito, yung fluttering ng pakpak, malakas yung magnitude niya. Yung buffeting rito, mataas rin kasi mataas yung distortion ng air sa likod. Okay? So, this will happen, structural damage ka rin yan. Okay? So, safer talaga, di sa flight envelope, papasok ka riyan. So, meron pa yung tinatawag din sa pang-envelope. Yung center of gravity envelope. No? Ginagamit naman yun sa loading ng aircraft. Pero hindi na natin covered yun. So, iba na yun. Okay? So, may mga envelope lang yan. Diyan lang lumilipad yung piloto. Diyan niya lang tinitingnan. Hindi na siya tumitingin sa table. Okay? Okay, so before we go on this, no, it's already 9, no? So, ano muna tayo? Break muna tayo. Okay? Break muna, then after this, we will return. Ay, after I will return after this. Okay, so narinig ko ba kayo? Haba pa pala nito. Hello? Wala ko yun. Buwan na bakasyon na. Hello, class?
Nandito pa po.
Narinig po ba? Okay, so uh, we have what we call suppressor. Oh. So ito yung mga chinecheck eh. So we have accelerometer, okay, center body, accelerator sa port. Port is the left side, starboard is the right side. Oh. So yan, no. So that is the point where you will put an accelerometer to determine the vibration of the aircraft, no. And for that, of course, you will design a active fluttering suppressor. So yung suppressor para i-counteract niya yung fluttering ng wing. Okay? Kaya dito makita nyo, this simple simple to na ginawang wing body combination. Naging wing body combination na siya. Oh. Okay? So katulad kanina is still, di ba? So makikita nyo, just to avoid also the fluttering of the airplane because the wing is overhung or nakakantilever siya. Dito, hindi na. Kasi the wing is already a part of the fuselage. Okay? So these are the latest design, no? Ito na yung mga design ngayon para magkaroon ka ng suppressor, fluttering suppressor, no? Based on the configuration and the uh, plan form, no? Plan form of the aircraft. Okay. flutter can be differentiated from buffet. No? So alam niya, in that flutter can occur in smooth air, the vibration originates from the airplane. Yeah. Smooth air, pwede na mag-flutter, no? Okay? Kasi that is the characteristics of the wing to follow the movement. Okay? It is closely associated with flutter is limited cycle oscillation. During LCO, the vibration is self-excited but not linear effects such as friction, clearances, and free play. Okay? So, ito yan, no? So, kahit normal operation niya, magpa-flutter talaga yung pakpak. Kasi nga, sabi ko kanina, nakabitin lang yan, di ba? So, gagalaw talaga yan. Okay? But it will have an erratic movement once there is a buffet already. Mag-erratic siya, which is higher in intensity or magnitude, no? Kung smooth air yung dumadaan sa kanya. Okay? So, that is the simple. Detection of airplane vibration. Detection of airplane vibration depends almost entirely on crew sensibility, sense. Okay? Yung pakiramdam mo. The only exception is vibration in the engine, so which are equipped with accelerometers to measure spool vibration. All other airplane vibration is detected by the crew through sight, sound, and feel. Okay? So yan rin kanina. Flight crews use various terms to describe their perception of an abnormal vibration in the flight deck environment. It is very difficult for a flight crew to distinguish among the engineering definition by vibration, buffet, flutter, and noise. For example, crews often report vibration as noise because they are carried by the fuselage structure to the flight deck where the crews can hear them. So sometimes, no, di ba kung minsan kala mo dito yung vibration. Ngayon pala, interconnected siya. Yung nasa kabila pala yung nagbabibrate, narinig mo lang dito. Okay? Vibration and buffet both can shake the whole airplane. So it can difficult for crews to distinguish between them. Okay? Now, para ma-distinguish mo yan, pumunta ka ngayon sa flight envelope kung nasa loob ka ng flight envelope. Okay? So, yun. And vibration also determine. Parang sa sa relays, di ba? Yung relays, pag malayo pa yung train, pag malayo pa, rinigin mo yung relays, di ba? Kasi during may relays pa pupuntang Bicol doon, di ba? Ngayon wala na di ba? Pag narinig mo, alam mo na yung train, malapit na, di ba? So kung malakas na, umalis ka na, no? Baka masagasaan. So yun, no? Alam mo na rin, no? Pero malayo pa. Determine layo, di ba? Doon na-determine mo, malayo pa di ba? So, yan mo, ilang kilometro po ba? Ang galing mo. Eksakto kilometro. Sa aircraft, ganun rin, di ba? It is being transmitted, no, to the fuselage, especially the wing, no? Pagka gumalaw yan, nag-flutter yan, since nakakabit siya sa fuselage, the fuselage is, the fluttering will be transmitted in the fuselage, okay? But the fuselage is following also, no? So what happens is that, mararamdaman mo sa fuselage, but it is happening on the wing. Okay? Ganun ba? So in the wind tunnel, we use this. Okay, so we have a cantilever amplifier. So amplify the movement. We have the wind tunnel here. Okay. We have the yaw. Yaw, alam niyo yaw, sideways yan. We have the pitch, vertical movement. Okay. And of course, we have the stackable piezoelectric actuator. Okay. May estudyante ako na nagpa-advise sa akin ito ginamit piezoelectric actuator. Nagreklamo sa akin kasi yung mga umattend na panel puro A1 Yung isa ron English teacher, yung isa wala, di ba? Isa lang yung technical, isa lang yung engineer na sumama. Pinagtulungan. Sabi ko, grabe naman, mali naman yung nilagay nilang panel. Mga panel, mga ewan Yung isa, psychology graduate. Anong alam niya rito, di ba? Sabi ko, sara niyo na yung school niyo na yun. So, di ba, highly technical yung piezoelectric actuator yung yung topic eh. Tapos yung pinadala mga panelists mga kung ano-anong kung ano-anong gusto mangyari, hindi nga nila alam yung topic eh. Sabi ko wala pa ganyan, di ba? So, pitch, okay, yaw plane, yan. Kita naman, gagalaw yan, then it will be sensed, no? Siyempre, may mga probe yan, ipinakita, okay? Then we have the controller. So, dito ngayon, ikaw ikaw yung nag-interpret nito, pero those who will install this are all avionics technician. Avionics, no? And all you have to do is to just read. Now, dito sa sa Lufthansa, no, meron rin ng engine test cell, jet engine. So, sa jet engine, meron yung kwarto, naroon lahat yung mga instrument, digital lahat. Naroon yung engine, tinitingnan niya kung tama yung kung tama yung ibinibigay ng makina. Okay? Para i-release, ikabit sa aircraft. No, tanong, sir, inaano ba yan? Kinakalculate mo? Hindi. Actually, color coded na nga eh. Merong green, blue, at saka red. Pagka nagre-red siya, medyo mabigat. Hindi dapat makapasa yan. Okay? So yung mga ganun, nariyan lahat. Hindi ka na pwede mag-calculate. Sabi ko, mas mahirap ka sa school. Sa school kasi nagko-compute ka. Sa trabaho, hindi na. Binibigay sa iyo, binibigay na sa iyo yung real time. Real time, no? Na reading. Binibigay sa iyo. Ibibigay rin sa iyo kung hindi pwede at saka kung pwede siya. Go or no go siya. Okay? So ito, after deriving or after getting the readings, no? So you have to analyze and of course determine what will happen with this. Unang-una, babagawin mo rito is the plan form of the aircraft. Okay, plan form. Yung itsura, babagawin mo. We have another one, no? So this is an airplane, no? So we have pitch accelerometer, rolling, yan. Pitch, yaw, and roll. Okay? Arc sector, pareha rin yan dito. Ito, okay, ito siya. Then of course, wind tunnel test, section, civil aircraft model yan. Aircraft model, civil, no? Hindi yan military. Then of course, no? Ito yung mga reading nyo. And this is ito yung magnitude, no? Of the sensor. Yan. So, erratic, di ba? So, yan. So, dito mo i-determine yan. Dito, titignan. So, pagka yan, smooth, harmonic, no? So, okay siya. Pero pag ganyan, so that is erratic. So, we have some problem here. So, ikaw ngayon gagawin mo, you have to reduce airspeed or what, no? Or reconfigure the platform of the aircraft. So this is using a wind tunnel. Kaya yung wind tunnel is very important, no, in designing the aircraft kasi this will give you a preview of what will happen to the airplane during flight. Okay. Tatanong ni sir, paano mo malalaman yung airspeed niya? Siyempre meron niyang P2 tube. P2 tube. May P2 tube yan. So, parang yun doon, may nagpa-advise sa akin, sabi isang school. So, pinapunta ako, sabi niya, pare, gumagawa kami ng wind tunnel, nasa baba. Ay, nasa taas pala, sa 8th floor. So, pinunta ako, then of course, 8th floor yan, taas ng school eh. So, sabi lang, hindi lang namin makuha yung airspeed. Meron silang ginamit rin sa DIY, do it yourself, no? Pagka tinamaan ng hangin umiikot, then meron ditong speed, no? Pero sabi ko, masyadong sabi ko, gawin nyo, marami rin aircraft sa baba na carcass, yung mga bumagsak, no? Meron niyang mga pwede pa na P2 tube. P2 tube, last time, discuss ko kung saan yung P2 tube, So ilagay mo. Then after, paandarin mo and so on and so forth. Then may instrument yan, mababasa niya sa instrument. Okay. Then afterwards, tapos. Doon na tapos ngayon. Sabi sa akin, pre, punta ka na rito. Itetesting na natin. So, tinesting. So, nung tinesting, sabi niya, yung problema lang rito, hindi na kayo makuha yung airspeed, ayaw umandar yung instrument. Sabi, teka mo na, tingnan ko. Sabi ko, walang kuryente. Sabi ko, dapat may kuryente, dapat paano andar yung instrument kung walang kuryente. Iyon. Sabi sa akin, kailangan ba yun? Natural. Papaandar yung instrument, di ba? Para sa kaya natin, pag walang kuryente, hindi maandar yung instrument, di ba? So, yeah. So, this is the spool, no? Inside. Okay. Then we have a sensor of accelerometer there. Okay. Okay. So, may accelerometer yan to determine the spool. Okay. Vibration. So, yan. May mga accelerometer sa loob. Okay. So, accelerometer sa likod, sa harap, and so on. So, yeah. So, that is the point, no? Wherein the instrument or the system will determine if there is a vibration on the engine, no? Kasi baka akala mo buffeting lang yung nararamdaman mo or the fluttering ng wing, no? Hindi mo alam yung engine pala yung nagpo-produce ng vibration. Kasi independent to eh. Tignan mo kunyari nakakabit to sa wing, kahit yung wing nagpa-flutter, hindi niya ma-check yung yung vibration. Hindi niya maramdaman yung vibration. Otherwise, yung engine mismo yung nag-vibrate. Pag nag-vibrate, kasi ito, pag gumalaw yung pakpak, sumusunod lang yung engine. Pag nag-vibrate yung wing, pag nag-flutter, susunod lang yung engine. Okay? So walang reading na sa movement. Kapag hindi gumagalaw yung engine, so hindi may fluttering sa wing, then nag-flutter dito nag-vibrate nag-vibrate yung engine, ibibigay niya ngayon regardless sa fluttering ng wing. So yan na ma-determine. So okay na, nagba-vibrate yung papak natin. Diba? So may vibration reading kasi. So saan mo ilalagay yan? So ito ngayon, these are the positioning wherein you will ask the technician to put all those accelerometer. Yan. Okay, may mga probe yan na nakalagay. Okay, so ito lang yung sample. Yeah, we have amplifier and so on. So, siyempre, PC natin, hindi na ganito, di ba? Luma na ito eh. Okay, category 6, no? Category 6, ano yan? High performance twisted cable yan. Cable lang to eh. And of course, this is up to 600 megahertz. Okay? So, this is, tanong, sir, ito ba ikaw na maglalagay niyan? Actually, nakalagay yan sa manual. Hindi ka basta-basta maglalagay niyan. Nasa manual yan kung saan mo ilalagay. Okay? Kasi these are the points wherein you will, of course, get a possible vibration. Okay? Then we have DAQ is of course yung data acquisition yan system, no? So this DAQ is of course hardware software. Okay? Combination. Then we have yung SCSI cable. Siyempre, SCSI is small computer system interface. Yun lang yan. Yan mga term. Adapter panel, patch panel. Ito, exciter. No? Ito ngayon, bumabomba. No? So, gumaganon yan. And of course, nakapatong aircraft, gumaganon. Okay. And of course, pagka gumanon yan, the tendency ng wing, gaganon. Then you will calculate now how much, no? This system, this instrument will give you the reading of all the dynamic movement based on the probe, P-O-R-B-E, yan, mga probe niyan. So, siyempre, gagalaw rin yung wing, gagalaw rin yan. Okay. And of course, the engine there. So, ito, may exciter ka rito. Okay. So nakapatong siya, gumaganon, ganon, 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 ganon. So yung pakpak, nakabitin, so gumagalaw ganon. Okay? So those are the exciter. Okay? Dali lang, no? Okay, we have a flight crew response, no? So the response of flight crews to vibration is fundamentally an exercise in airmanship. As I've said nga, kailangan magkakaroon ka ng reporting. Okay, based on what you experience during flight. When crew response is warranted, the best tool for gauging the severity of an airplane vibration is the experience of the flight crew. In some cases, the lack of a certain vibration may indicate a malfunction. Natural. Pag walang vibration, malfunction yan. Ibig sabihin, hindi umanda. For example, when starting the auxiliary APU, while airborne in a 757, a slight vibration occurs when the APU door is open. Ito yung APU natin. Malaki. Yan. Yan yung aircraft. APU na riyan. Okay. May butas rito, natural lang. Then of course, ito meron tong separator. Now, yan ngayon, no? Pag during flight, no? During flight, ito ngayon, bubukas to yung door na to. Okay? Pagbukas ng door na to, tataas, magkakaroon ng butas rito, natural, no? Then the hangin will get inside. Okay? Because this is during flight, di ba? Okay. A slight vibration occurs when the APU door is open. No? Pag binuksan mo yan, magkakaroon ng magbabibrate. Bakit? Kasi may interference ng hangin dito sa tail sector. Pagka walang vibration, so hindi pa pwedeng umistart yan kasi nakasara. Walang hangin na papasok. Okay? The presence of an abnormal vibration or noise usually is cause for flight crew attention. Okay? So, yeah, no. So, you have to be observant, no. So, experience provides flight crews with the ability to judge the severity of the vibration, kung distinct signature, and most important, the immediate history of the flight condition. Okay, sample, the condition of flight before the event and the parameter changes that occurred as the event occurred. Siyempre, pa-take off ka pa lang, alam mo na masama yung panahon, natural, mas mataas ng vibration ng expect mo riyan. Okay? Pagka fair weather naman, good weather, tapos nagbabibrate ka, may problema ka. Diba? So, yung expectation mo, at saka yung perceived observation mo, dapat related sa situation. When unexplained vibration occur, usually something has changed that is obvious to the crew. So we have indicators and so on and so forth. Okay. So the best crew reaction to an unexplained vibration is to analyze the situation for a short period of time. When the vibration is extreme, the indications usually are clear. Analysis of situation may differ, but all must answer these key questions. What parameter just changed? Airspeed, flight control, thrust setting? Is the vibration getting worse or is it constant? Will the current flight condition allow for a gradual change of parameters? What parameters can the flight crew feel or see that provides an idea of the cause? If the flight crew makes a small planned change in parameter, does the vibration or noise or both get worse or better? Okay, so that is the action of the pilot, no, or the crew to make maneuver, no. Titingnan niya kung mawawala yung noise, no, or vibration being produced by a certain aircraft parts. Then we have here, after these data points are gathered and analyzed, the flight crew can formulate a plan of action to ensure the continuous safety of flight. After completion of the flight, the crew should fill out a vibration report as this one. Okay? So kailangan di ba last time, pinento ko sa inyo, lumipad yung isang aircraft, pupunta ron, nagbabibrate. Ngayon pala, nung nag-retract yung wing, nag-retract yung landing gear, yung pinto, hindi sumara, nakalabas. No? So nagbabibrate sa ganun. Eh, siyempre, hindi mo naman alam yun, hindi mo masilip. No? Okay? Then lumanding siya, pag landing niya ganun, siyempre, hindi mo na ma-determine kung ano rin yung nagbabibrate kasi nakababa na lahat ng landing gear. Okay? So, what happened is that ni-report, dinala sa hangar, ginak, then ni-retract. Ginak. Tapos inactivate, mag-retract siya. Okay, so siguro nakita hindi sumama, so ni-repair. Okay? So punta tayo sa log 1. So ito yung flight deck vibration event log. No? So to assist in the resolution of any vibration observed in the flight deck or in cabin, please complete the following. Okay? So date, airplane, model, takeoff gross weight. Flight condition at approximate onset. Please check takeoff roll, climb, cruise, hold, descent, landing. Yan. Altitude, airspeed. Okay. Autopilot, on, off. Okay. Ito RPM Engine 1, 2, 3, 4. RPM, 8% RPM, N1, N2. Okay. Then ito, pipilautan nyo to. Pipilautan. Then, of course, the engineer will analyze it now based on your report. Siyempre, re-report mo naman yung totoo. Ilagay mo lang riyan. And one more, siyempre, i-calculate rin niya kasi hindi naman kayo lahat, hindi naman para sa lahat yung ibibigay mo. No? Kanya-kanya kayong report. No? So, titingnan niya rin kung anong problema. Baka ikaw may problema riyan. Di ba? Okay, severity of the vibration. No? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. What event, if any, initiated the vibration? What event, if any, caused the vibration? Was the vibration continuous or intermittent? Yeah. Yan ang sagot-sagot mo. How did the vibration start and stop? Started, stop suddenly, started, stop slowly. What was the magnitude of the vibration? What were the characteristics of the vibration? Low frequency, okay, lateral, vertical and lateral, higher frequency. Okay, yan, nakalagay lahat yan. Okay. Then of course, i-detail mo, okay, and ilagay mo yan. Okay. So, may kasama ko nga eh. Pag landing niya eh, mas-stress na lang naman. Pag landing niya eh, yung nilagay niya sa logbook niya, the engine is coughing. Sabi ko, pare, bakit naman engine eh? Umuubo eh, no? Nasa ubo ng ubo yung, makina eh. So, yun. So, sabi niya, para madaling maintindihan. Para kami, yung mekaniko, madaling maintindihan ng mekaniko yun. Di ba? Coughing, inuubo raw. So, yun. Siyempre, may smoke ba? Di ba? So, siyempre, tatanong lang, may smoke ba sir? Gano'n. Okay. So, yan, no? So, that is your log, ano to, vibration log, no? So, very safe, di ba? Kasi, kung flight crew ay hindi ka lang pagka-landing mo, alis ka na. No. Gagawa ka pa niyan. Ilalagay mo. Siyempre, kung wala naman, okay. So, wala kang isusulat. No? Huwag mo na punuin yan kung wala talaga. Then, responses to a vibration event. No? There is concern that a drastic measure taken by the flight crew to rectify vibration could actually increase the severity of the problem. Okay? So, siyempre, experience ka. For this reason, the best flight crew reaction to abnormal vibration is to smoothly extract the airplane from the operating region where the vibration occurs. Okay? So, dahan-dahan mong ilipat. Di ba, sinabi ko na sa inyo, pagka nagbabibrate ka rito, ilipat mo ng altitude. Taasan mo o i-reduce mo yung altitude. Dali mo siya sa comfort, di ba? Hindi pa pwedeng ilaban mo siya doon sa ilabas mo muna siya sa area, no? If performance consideration do not override the severity of the vibration, the flight crew should reduce airspeed and engine speed. Essentially, the crew should return to level flight at reduced airspeeds and avoid unnecessary. Okay. Kanina, issue yung di ba, airspeed. So, yun. Ano gagawin mo? Reduce or increase, di ba? Increase the dynamic pressure or decrease the dynamic pressure until such time na lumaglag yung vibration niya. Ay, humina. Okay? Humina. Okay. Paano malaman humina? Siyempre, hindi nagbabibrate yung aircraft. In-flight observations to assist in maintenance troubleshooting. So, kailangan yung maintenance troubleshooting ma-assist mo by giving your observation. Identifying and correcting the cause of in-flight airplane vibration often is accomplished through trial and error, which can consume many maintenance hours. The cause of the airplane vibration are numerous. However, flight crew observation and detailed reporting can provide very important clues. Okay. Yung problema kasi ito in writing, nakasulat, no? Hindi katulad sa pwede ka magpalusot. Dito nakasulat eh. Kung ano yung report mo, yun lang yung hanapin ng maintenance. Okay. Sa maintenance pala natin, dalawa yan. Technology sa technician. Technologies yan yung nagdetermine kung ano yung problema. Okay? And of course, we have an engineer here, and the technologist. The technician is the one who will do the job. Okay? Technician. Siyempre, kung ano bibigyan mo rito, yun lang gagawin niya. Okay? Hindi naman niya magdi-design, di ba? So, kailangan tama ka. Kaya dito, tinatawag rito yung command responsibility. Kapag ito pumalpak to, sa iyo yung problema. Tanong, siya naman sir gumawa eh. Kasi, ikaw rin yung magsasign. Yan tinatawag natin na RTS o Return to Service. Okay, tandaan niyo yung mga terminologies. RTS, Return to Service. Okay, pagka ni-return to service mo, ginawa nito ang technician na to, ikaw nga bulin. Kasi ikaw nag-release. Pabalik. Okay, post-flight. Flight crews generally report two types of vibration. The first is high frequency, typically more than 25 Hz, that is felt either hands or feet. The vibration is sometimes associated with sound and usually relates to... Actually, yung vibration, meron tawag sa cockpit na shaker. Yung shaker na yan, yung nagbibigay sa'yo kung mag-install ka. Gumagalaw yung yung stick. Gagalaw-galaw. Shaker. No? Gumagalaw. Okay. So, low frequency, of course, typically less than 20 Hz. Okay, typical crew reports often identify the direction of in-flight vibration as lateral, vertical, and oscillatory umikot. Information type, direction, and location. No? Event information has proved to be valuable for maintenance troubleshooting. That a flight deck vibration event log has been attached to Boeing and any aircraft, of course. No? In-flight observation to assist in determining vibration source. No? So those are the in-flights. Okay? So this is the reading. Iba rito na-discuss ko na. Pre-plane ng rudder and so on and so forth. Then, of course, we have here airplane vibration incidents. So dito, siyempre, meron tayo rito logbook number 2. Yan. So these are the airplane logbook. Okay. So, sa 717 wala. 727, high-speed descent. So symptoms, airplane vibration similar to Mach buffeting. No? So this is more on air movement. No? 210 knots indicated airspeed at 4,000 feet, lateral vibration throughout airplane. These are the symptoms. No? So alam na nung nag-design kung anong mangyari. 350 knots yan, knots indicated airspeed, vertical vibration in fuselage vibration in control column. So, diagnosis niya, ayan. Check for worn, loose, or misrigged trailing edge flap components. Stops when side engine is cut by the idle. Vibration stop when elevator hydraulic power source. Di ba? Para sa manual yung sakyan natin, di ba? May manual, di ba? So nakalagay, ayaw mi-start. O siyempre, checkin mo muna kung may battery. Then checkin mo kung may gasolina, di ba? Kasi ano lang naman yan, pagka i-start yan, dalawa lang naman kailangan. Kuryente at saka fuel. Kahit palyado yan, under at under yan. Maintenance action. Adjust eccentric bushing and clearance between after flap track and roller. No? Replace engine vibration isolator. Replace elevator power control unit and reaction links. So yan na, meron na. No? So yan ang yan ang possible na all phases of flight. Take off and approach, climb and level flight. Sa climb and level flight, let's say low frequency vibration felt in flight deck. Sa take off and approach, vibration and noise in the wing na root area. So, malapit sa fuselage, no? High frequency vibration and noise vary with speed. So, you have the diagnosis. Okay, check seals, doors, panel. Check leading edge and trailing edge flaps for wear and deterioration. Alternately, reduce power on engines. Vibration stops after power is reduced on a specific engine. So yeah. Yan yung mga maintenance action, repair or adjust, repair and replace, remove and replace the main engine fuel control of the suspect engine. Now, what will happen now when you did not report it? Yan ang problema. Pagka hindi mo na-report yan, there is a possibility na bumigay yan. Yung problema bumigay yan, hindi ikaw yung nagpapalipad, no? Yung isa. Diba? So, from time to time, as a part of safety concern, no, dapat ilalagay mo. Now, the issue, let's say bumagsak yan, no? And it just happened na magagaling yan mga investigator yan. Hahanapan niya ng file. And they just found out that the root cause of the crash will not only happen instantaneously, no? May hinog yan bago mangyari, no? Anong nangyari dito? Is there any reporting? Yung mabigat. Maraming sasabit ko yan, di ba? So parang lang yan, parang flood control, di ba? Kung saan na napunta yung investigasyon. Okay? Bandang huli niyan, sasabit yung sasabit pa yung hindi kasali, di ba? So yan, no? So yun, root cause analysis, yun. Root cause analysis. Alam niyo naman siguro, root cause analysis, no? Dito lang fail. Dito lang ba tayo may iimbestiga? Root cause yan, ibabalik yan kung ano nangyari. May estimate pa yan kung how many flight, what is the flight time na posible na nagparamdam siya. Okay? Walang report, di ba? Sino-sino ang mga lumipad niyan? Di ba? O hindi nagbigay rin report, then there will be an investigation. So lahat ng flight crew, di ba, during that time, sino yung mga lumipad, sino yung flight attendant, so tatanungin, nung lumipad ba kayo nito, ano naramdaman niyo sa airplane? Ayun, mabigat, di ba? So, walang report, pero bumigay yung aeroplane. Bumigay, I mean, not the airplane, but the components, no, bumigay yung components, no. So, nagbabibrate pala kasi mapuputol na yung kable, di ba? So, hindi ni-report hanggang maputol yung kable, no. So, yan mga dito yan, this is the typical airplane vibration incidents, but of course, as I've said, binabacktrack yan, di ba? Uso na yung backtrack ngayon, CCTV, binabacktrack na nahuhuli yung suspect, di ba? Backtracking. Ito, ganyan rin yan. Tawag sa atin, hindi backtracking. Sa pulis lang yon. Tawag sa atin is root cause analysis. Root cause. Okay, yan. These are just a sample, no? Yan, so ang dami, di ba? DC9, DC10, MD80, okay? So, ganyan. Kaya masyadong safe tayo. Masyadong safe. Tawag rin, paano may root cause analysis yan? Nakapile yan eh. Nakapile. You know, for different aircraft, it has own file. Kunyari, aircraft 1, dito yung file niya. Aircraft 2, dito yung file. Hindi yan kalat-kalat. Okay? So, those are filing sa library. Okay? So, yun. And, of course, the investigator will open that. Maintenance troubleshooting. Of course, we have this already, no? Maliit. Okay? Then, of course, control surfaces, kasama yan, and so on and so forth. Okay? Ground check. So, sa ground check, i-check mo yan. So, sa ground check, syempre, all you have to do is to run it, no? Tawag roon is ano, uh, uh, test run. Test run. Ite-test run mo lang siya. Tapos after that, after completing the test flight, ite-test flight yan, ilipad. So, kung ano yung ni-report mo roon, kung nasaan ka, no, cruising altitude ka, naramdaman mo yan, idadali niya sa cruising altitude, titingnan kung ano yung nangyari talaga. Pag yun, wala na. Pag wala, so ibig sabihin, nagawa. Nagawa siya. Okay? So, yan. So, tingnan nyo how safety is the airplane, no? Bakit naman naging safety? Basta ikaw compliant ka sa airworthy. But pag ikaw nasunod dito sa pinagsasabi ko, safe ka. Okay? Safe lahat, di ba? So, ganyan nakatindi yung ano, ganyan nakatindi yung ano, uh, uh, profession natin, no? Even the pilot nga ngayon, yan lang eh, number of hours lang. Hindi sila babad. Okay? Hindi katulad nung araw, paramihan ng oras, paramihan ng bayad, di ba? Ngayon, ano na, ilang oras yan lipad, hindi pa pwede na overpati yung piloto. Saka marami, no? Kasi kanya-kanyang ano eh, kanya-kanyang diskarte, di ba? So ngayon, wala na yon. Okay? Distant time. Okay? So, I think that's it for today. Okay? So, tapos na naman. So, mahaba pa tayo, marami pa tayong pag-usapan. Nag-start pa lang tayo, umiinit pa lang yun. Okay? So, yan. I will check Daming wala So again, before siguro, ano na pa tayo? Nasa, ano lang tayo eh, fourth meeting pa rin, fifth meeting pa rin tayo. So meron pa tayong 9th week. Siguro mga 7th week, bibigay ko sa inyo yung module. No? Siyempre, gagawin ko pa. Okay. Anyway, meron na dati, pero updated eh. May mga idinadagdag ako. Hindi naman kasi, hindi naman, ano yan eh, hindi naman stereotype yung dating. May dinadagdag ako na dinadagdag to make it more interesting. Ewan ko, ako interested eh, kayo. Okay ba? So, that's it. O, sige pa. Okay, so, see you next week.